This is the husband. This is John. He said he didn't want to be on camera and then changed his mind. Anyway, off he goes. So, hey guys, most of you on my Facebook already know me. I'm Natalia. I have recently decided to take the plunge and go on an adventure in the world of Younique products. They do beauty and makeup products, from what I've seen of them so far, on people I know, as well as photos of other people, as well as actually in magazines like In Style and stuff like that as well. They really recommend them. My personal preference, I really like the pigmentation in a lot of the eyeshadows and things, because a lot of eyeshadows and lipsticks, they look dark or they look vivid. I'm quite into that kind of stuff if I'm going out. They don't actually show up on skin the same colour as what they look in the palettes, whereas you know, with something like a MAC product, obviously it comes out really pigmented. However, from what I've seen of other people wearing these do actually come out the colour that they are in a palette, which can be really vivid, which is lovely. And they've also got some really good staying power as well. I've seen people wear them all day after eating everything else and rarely have to reapply. So yeah, I've been really impressed. So I have decided, being that I currently have a bit of time as I'm in between jobs at the moment, I decided that I would also try and do this as a sideline to a job when I get one. So I am your new Younique makeup and beauty presenter. So I've been waiting for my presenter kit to come through. It includes various bits of makeup, brushes, products, all that kind of thing. To help me be able to explain to you what it is, what it looks like on me, and see if any of you are interested, or if you're not, just basically just to look what it looks like. And I also get some makeup out of it to make myself look nice, which would be good. So as you can see, I don't usually really wear makeup on a normal day basis. If I'm going to work, sometimes I do. It tends to be quite light, things like mascara, maybe a light lipstick, a bit of kohl eyeliner. If I have time, I go for an eyeshadow, one colour solid eyeshadow. But if I'm going out in the evening, I do try to make the effort. I usually wear contact lenses as well, and then I tend to make more of an effort with my eyes. My eyes are a lot bigger without my glasses, so it's quite a nice feature. With that, I like to tend to do sort of like big smoky eyes, or and you know, I get excited with the liquid eyeliner and all that kind of thing. My eyebrows, face, everything gets done. So today I'm not actually wearing anything other than a bit of lipstick, as you can see. The reason for this lipstick is I stupidly bit a little bit of my lip earlier. You know, you have a little bit of dry skin and you stupidly bite it and pull it off that way. I did that, which it doesn't really notice until I'm on camera, and it looks like I've been punched in the face. So I thought that's not good for my first Younique video, so I will put a little bit of lipstick on to hide that. Anyway, basically I'm on today because I'm excited, as guess what came in the post? And guess who's its security guard? Yep, Security Indy is looking after my presenter's kit of Younique. Yeah. So, I'm going to do my unboxing on camera because I thought that's quite exciting. So I'm excited so we can see what it is, and you can see me make a tip myself if I get things wrong. I have a rule in my house. This is Indy. He is my son. He's amazing. He likes to be involved in all aspects of my life. Here he is. And one of the most exciting things he enjoys doing is if the postman comes or any deliveries come, he gets very excited. Or if it's Christmas or somebody's birthday and there's presents. Indy really enjoys helping you unwrap your gifts. He doesn't care what's in the gifts, he's not interested in what's inside, he just really likes opening the boxes. But he does it after being told he's allowed to. He's very well behaved in that way. So I thought, well, this is my first presentation. Husband's made me a cup of tea. Very nice. Thank you very much, John. I thought I would also start something to go on. I will let Indy open my presenter's kit. He will enjoy it. Yeah. So, Indy, go down here. I'm going to put them on the floor so it makes less of a mess. And I'm going to try and move this camera so you can see. Obviously, I'm not going to let him break anything inside it, so I'm hoping it's packed well. Let me move this light just so you can see. Yeah, you're going to get to open it. Aren't you a lucky boy? Oops. And I will gradually talk through each product once we've opened it. Right, so start on this side. Feels like a really nice box actually. It's all taped together well. It's meant to take around sort of 5 to 6 business working days. It's actually been less than that. It was really quite quick. So this cost me, £69, and they do change, I think, once every 6 months or so what's in them. At the moment you have 2 options. This one is more makeup based, the other one was more beauty products, so things like beauty masks, you know, facial cleaning things. Where I'm kind of generally more interested in the makeup, I thought I'd go for the makeup one. This bit, oh careful, this bit. Oh, good boy! Okay, I'll let you have the box in a minute. Hang on. Good boy, you're going to sit. Okay, so he's open this far, as you can see. Oh, I'm going to bring it back round. Hello. So inside is a lovely purple box. That's on. I haven't actually seen one of these in person, so I'm quite excited. There you go. You can play with the box over there, but do it quietly. Okay, right. He's happy. He's got an empty cardboard box to play with. I think he's part cat or something. Right, so this looks very nicely designed, actually. This is a lovely box. It says Younique. It's purple at the top and black on it. With lovely things on it. So it's like a decent quality box as well for a box. You don't get them very often with things like presenters kits. Oh dear, where did you go? So, you know, that's lovely. I'm just going to plug it in because my screen keeps going dark. There we go. Okay, you're back in. Yeah, so for a presenter's kit, I think that's very nice. Slides open. Now, my lighting's a bit rubbish this evening because it's quite late, but then I got excited. I didn't want to wait till tomorrow to do this. So, Indy, shh. 1 second, let me take him out there to play with the box. Indy, come on. Play with the box out here. Come out here. 1 second. There you go. Good boy. Good boy. Okay, I'm back. Go get that box. Go get that one. So, yeah, so the colours and lighting won't look great tonight, but I'm hoping from tomorrow to be able to do more things in the daytime and get better lighting. So, ooh, it's all shiny. It's purple, my favourite colour. So this is like a metallic, sort of faux leathery bag of goodies. We've got a welcome to the family thing up the front, and that's a pocket as well. So what's in it? Oh, there's lots and lots of bits of documents. Ooh, dropping them all. Okay, so we have, so this is a catalogue of the products. This is a catalogue for September 2017 to February 2018. So they like to launch new products, everything else. We do have, I've seen on the website, quite a few things changing at the moment. Like some of the products that have been, even some quite big sellers, some of the collections and things like that are changing in order for them to make room and space to launch new products. So it's all getting exciting. Yeah, okay, I will look at that later, otherwise you'll get very bored. Okay, so this is my little card to say thank you for joining and you're lovely and welcome to the family. And this lady here, this is the lovely Leanne. She is a level 1 black level 1 presenter. I've watched quite a few of her videos on Facebook. She's a nutter and awesome. Really interesting why she did this story as well. She's been amazing and successful. Really, really lovely lady. Her name's Leanne Anderson, and I recommend you check her out because she's awesome. So that's very sweet. And this is signed from the founders as well. It's a nice little kind of welcome. What do we have here? We have the Younique mission. We inspire hope in women who are sick. Oh, okay. So this is about the retreat. They actually kind of have a charity that they sort of sponsor and try to raise money for, called the Younique Foundation, or Defend Innocence. This is about women who are sexually abused as children and adolescents by providing healing services through retreats, survivor communities and online resources. They empower parents and caregivers to protect children from sexual abuse through education and online resources, and they make it safe to openly discuss sexual abuse through community dialogue and social awareness. So it's actually really, really lovely what they do. And then you've got links to support a survivor or attend the Haven retreat on the back there as well. So that's nice. It's kind of, you're doing some good for people less fortunate, or that have had a sad life that should regain something back from their life, and positivity. It's all about positivity, this company. No negativity. So this says, Younique products are special, made from the finest ingredients and formulated with real women in mind. It says about being a presenter is more than meets the eye. You'll receive extensive rewards, which are actually amazing. If you look at the comp plan and the reward, not only the comp plan of what you can earn with this company, but also the rewards that you can get on the way, monthly rewards both from your own upline as well as the company themselves. There's some amazing things. There's like massive worldwide holidays, cars, all sorts of things. It's awesome. So, and obviously from your Younique relationship, it's as simple as sharing something you love with people you care about. But what I have found as well is the friendships that you can make within the company. Everyone's doing the same thing. It's not competitive. It's more you help each other. You all are, you're all working towards the same thing, but in a non-competitive way. And because of that, a lot of friendships are formed, especially for people with things like anxiety and depression, and people that really struggle. And that's something, especially as I'm new to it, this is a new area that I've moved to, I do feel quite lonely. Obviously I have my husband here, and I have my brother-in-law living with us, and my dog son, but it's lonely, and I would like to meet people and talk to them. I feel, and I do get anxiety and depression, so I find it very difficult to talk to people face to face that I don't know for no reason. I mean, if I was talking to him about this, that's one thing, but if I was just talking to him in a pub or something, I'd be really, really anxious, and my social anxiety will go through the roof, and I'd make an idiot of myself, and I'll go home and be really sad. So I'm hoping this will actually also help me form some friendships, which would be amazing. So this is about... so one of the products that I know comes in with this product, it's a lash serum, so it helps condition and your lashes and possibly help them grow. I need to read up exactly what it does, but this actually gives you the instructions, this little instruction manual, how to use them properly, which is lovely. Oops. Then this is the world's most extreme lashes. Basically, Younique's mascaras are one of their best sellers and talked about by everyone. There's the two main ones. There's one called Epic, which is like a normal mascara, but it's really lengthening and awesome, and it really does give you length. However, there's another one called 3D Fibre Lash, which I'll show you in a minute, and we'll go into more detail, which is insane. It gives you 500% bigger lashes the more you add on, and it comes in two different pots, so you have fibres and then you have a mascara, and it's insane, and you have your face is suddenly taken over by eyes, but it's awesome. So this talks about all of them. And it also mentions the lash serums. That's all three things that they do for the lashes. I got all three in my presenter's kit, which I'm very excited for. The presenter's kit as well, the cost of it, what you pay compared to if you bought things individually, is so much cheaper as well. I think it's like over £260 worth of goods for £69. So even if you wanted it to use for yourself, you're saving a lot of money by buying just a Presenter's kit. Okay, so let's get you started. Start your fast start program. So that's one way to start. You can either start the normal way, or you can start a fast start way if you're really hardcore. So that kind of starts talking about fast start. I will read that later as well and not bore you. So, yeah, I'm kind of slightly anxious that I'm going to be useless or nobody will want to talk to me and I think, oh my god, that girl doesn't shut up and she's a nutter. But I'm also hoping it works in my favour, that, like, you know, I do really believe in this product, and I'm hoping that by my enthusiasm for the products, and hopefully as well I'll be able to show you what they look like on me and all that kind of thing, and also knowledge. I am all about research and I'm all about product knowledge, so I will look at everything up in finite detail and be able to actually explain anything you want to know. Yeah, so this talks about the Presenter's website and social media and stuff to do that. So they're more for how to do things, which obviously you don't need to know yet. I will, but yeah. So anyway, back to the goodies. So Indy's a boy. His favourite colours are pink and purple, and especially if things sparkle. If you have anything, be them slippers, be them your own fluffy toys, anything that's pink or purple and sparkly, he will steal it. If you go, we quite often take Indy to Pets at Home. We use a vet in there, for example, and if he's had to have anything done, like an injection or anything, we walk through the shop and he always gets a toy if he's had to have something happen, and he chooses his own toy. They have hundreds of toys, and some are like Pets at Home, obviously, and he will look at them all. And if you show him anything that is pink or purple, and especially if it's pink or purple and sparkly, he will without doubt pick that one over all the rest. So as much as dogs aren't meant to be able to see colours, he likes his pink and purple and sparkly. And this is purple and sparkly. So I imagine Indy will try to steal this. So I may have to hide it. It's pretty, isn't it? Do you want to come and sit next to me? Come on. Here you go. There you go. My co-presenter for the day is Indy. No, here. Indy. It's a camera. You can't get through it. It's a bit confused. That's it. Good boy. You see that. So we've got some lovely fancy tissue paper. I don't know if there's anything in it or if it's just padding. It's pretty. And it's all like black twisty patterns on. I know it's padding. It's got bubble wrap inside. It's really pretty. See, I talk to John about this quite a lot. I rarely have money, to be honest, to buy anything fancy, but there's something. You're not having the tissue paper. See, purple. If you get a gift, gifts are amazing anyway, obviously from somebody, but there's something, the luxury, even if it's not a luxury item, if it comes in, like, say, a box and it has, say it's clothing or something, and it's wrapped in tissue paper, or if there's any, inside the box, or there's something that's more decadent, especially then if it's in one of those nice bags with the long strings that you can have, there's something that just feels brilliant about it. I remember quite a few years ago for Valentine's, John bought me a really lovely underwear set from, I think it was from La Senza, and they wrapped it beautifully. It was in this really nice box. I think there was like black and red tissue paper all sort of like wrapped together with a nice little label in the middle, and then the sort of hard box. And I think John had bought some black and red sequined hearts or something, and chucked them all in it as well, and it was so pretty. So yeah, like wrapping and packaging, as much as it's stuff most people throw away, it can really make a product feel so lovely. So yeah, anyway, you didn't need to know that, but I thought I'd share that with you because it pleases me. Right, so what have we got? So there's another pocket here. It's quite roomy, really. Oh, so these are kind of sample-y type things. This is a detoxifying mask, one of the black masks. It is, find the English bit, where is it? Does it tell me anything? Ah, nope. Does it tell me inside? Do tell me inside? Ah, there we go. I'm going to open one. I'm not going to actually open it, but I'm going to open the label so I can read it, the English inside. See what it says. I can tell you about it. Oh, I'm going to have to use my nails because it's... There we go. So, it's like a little pot like this. I've seen the full-size pots. They're really pretty. And they apparently go quite a long way. So, Bright Young Thing creates a brighter, more youthful appearance by effectively combating dirt and oil. Now, I don't know if you can see, my skin is crazy. Basically, I had a job where I was working outside for 7 hours a day, and my face went completely greasy all the time. Like, you know, especially T-zone, I was really oily. However, and I've got quite large, enlarged pores, which my mum had as well, all over my cheeks. But as soon as I start working indoors, or I'm indoors a lot, my face goes really, really flaky. So whilst I'm slightly shiny, I'm also really flaky here at the minute, and sort of around here. But I got treated to a lovely facial for my part of my hen day night celebrations. And the lady there, she actually talked to me and said she would say my skin's more sort of oily than dry, even though I think at the time I was still working in the job where I was working outside. But so she recommended more kind of charcoal sort of base treatments for my skin would be better for it. Now this one I believe is 90% of individuals said their skin looks significantly fresher, softer, smoother and renewed with improved clarity after 30 days of using a mask 3 to 4 times a week. Wash face, apply mask, allow mask to sit for 5 minutes, then rinse. So it's not a peel off, but it's and you avoid the eye area obviously. It looks like, oh yeah, there you go, charcoal powder. Yes, it's more of a charcoal mask. Okay, so there's 2 of those. Oh, there's 2 of each one. So then there's the white one, which is, let's see what this one does. Out with the old again. In with the you. Let yourself shine with this invigorating mask that exfoliates to reveal glowing, vibrant skin. 91% of individuals said the skin looks significantly renewed, fresher, softer and smoother in as few as 10 days when used as directed. Same details again, apart from you massage into the skin for 1 minute before leaving for 5 and then rinsing. This one is lots of words and names of things I don't know. Oh, it's got shea butter in this one though. I will read up and find out. Oh, there you go. So this is more renewed, fresher, softer and smoother as opposed to like oil and dirt. And it gives a bit more of a detailed how to use it. Obviously I can read up on the products themselves and find out more details about them. There's 2 of those as well. I'm sure you'll see me at some point in a video with them on my face. And this one I've seen a lot of people use from Younique. This one is an oil control. It's quite thick, but you don't need to use much of it. But it looks like it's actually really nice. See? This superhero mask reduces oil and minimises the appearance of pores and redness. That could actually help with me. 100% of individuals with skin imperfections saw results in as few as 10 days. Similar thing again, apart from leave on for 5 to 7 minutes. What does this say about it? So you cleanse your skin first and then you put it on. A thin layer of it. And then moisturise. Does this say anything that's in it that I can understand? It's got fruit extract, so it probably smells nice. But yeah, it's an oil control, so we'll find out. That's also got 2 of those, which is rather nice and friendly, and I'm very grateful. So that's the outside. There's 2 pockets here as well, which would be useful. So if you're taking this bag out, actually, there's quite a lot of slots and things, which is really nice to use. So now we're going to this bit. I don't know where to start. Exciting. We've got a zip pocket at the very back. I don't think anything's in there, but I just want to open it anyway. Yeah, it's a nice deep zip pocket, so maybe you could put like catalogues or if you were taking a little sample, things like that, maybe they could fit in there or whatever. So, where should I start? I'm going to start. Okay, I'm going to start with the brushes. So on this side, you've got lots of space for different brushes, and this awesome kit comes with lots of brushes. So you have the lash and brow comb and brush. Let's see. You're a good boy. Oh, are these not exciting enough for you? Okay, so that's really nice and thick. It's quite coarse as well. That's probably quite good. My eyebrows, the skin in my eyebrows gets really dry, along with this. So you know, I have just found quite a good moisturiser actually, which I haven't put on today, but I will be putting back on again tomorrow. Which should at least sort the base of my face out for me to be able to sort of put makeup on better. It does actually get here as well, and it gets all in the roots of my hair to help condition it, which is nice. So these are really coarse. They feel like. See, I am an artist as well, and if it was a paintbrush, I would think it's hog hair. But obviously, Younique don't test on animals, none of the ingredients are tested on animals, so I highly doubt this is made from any form of animal hair or product. I highly expect this is some kind of synthetic coarse material, but actually taken into consideration for this kind of thing, it's actually really useful. So of course, I'm maybe even looking at things like artist brushes to work out how to, you know, how to get that kind of consistency in an ethical way. Ooh. So this is a lash comb. I've only ever had the really crappy plastic ones that don't really do a lot. You know, that you kind of end up with mascara on, and you can't really get. You try and get them through your lashes, but they've got thick edges, and this is metal. This is cool. Let me see if you can see. Look at that. Yeah. Oh, there you go. You can see how coarse this is as well. That's me really pushing. Yeah. And you get a nice little clip to cover it with. Oh, where did that come off again? Sorry. You're back. Sorry. Yeah. So, awesome brush. Sorry, I just realised my nail was dirty. I do apologise. I'll put that back in there for now. You know how you do that thing when you get new things, you always try and kind of put them back in the wrappers, you know, and keep them clean for the first couple of weeks, and you know, after that you lose the wrappers and lose, you know, all the bits. But yeah, so that seems nice. And these are the kind of things that a lot of people forget that they need. All the individual brushes, they make a massive difference. So you end up buying all new makeup and rarely ever bother buying yourself brushes and things. I think they're getting more common now with things like foundation, because a lot of people now recommend us use foundation brushes or the puffs, you know, the little sponges and things. People are getting more aware that, oh, okay, you know, you can get a contour brush, you can get highlight brush, you can get and all different types of eyeshadow brushes. You can then get the blusher brush and pressed powder type, you know, all over kind of. Yeah, so do excuse me, I really needed some tea. So I think people get more aware, but yeah, it's quite nice. This presenter kit kits you out first, you know, so then you can then buy what makeup you actually want to buy rather than just dealing with what's in it. You buy extras, things that you would wear normally. And you've got all the nice brushes and everything as well to advertise it with properly, so you can make the most of the makeup rather than maybe using some cheap brushes that won't show it off to its full extent. So that's what I thought anyway, because most of my brushes I've ever got, I've never really had luxury brushes. They've always been sort of cheap and a bit crap, or falling apart after a while. Yeah, so it's nice to have some nice new things. What have we got here? Ooh, got some new tweezers. Lovely in pink. With the Younique brand on it. Everything's backwards on here for some reason. I do apologise. And they are slightly slanted, but not massively thick at the end, which is nice. So, can you see? Yeah. There we go. So, yeah, they look good, and I could do with some new tweezers. I haven't had any, well, I have got tweezers, but they're a bit old now, so that's quite nice to replace them. Whereas I find the slanted ones, I do prefer slanted ones, but usually the length of the end is too long. So when you start plucking, I mean, this is 90s girl. Look, I've never been able to grow it back fully. I overplucked in the 90s because that was the done thing. But like, say if you've got just like a tiny hair and you've got the big slanted ones, it's sometimes quite hard to get that one hair without grabbing all the other hairs because they're they're so wide. But then I don't like the pointy ones because you end up stabbing yourself, or you end up causing scars because you end up poking yourself too much. Okay, right, next. Lots of brushes. It's a 4-piece eye brush set. So let's look at this. We'll put this down here. Do not steal it, Indy. Okay, so. Ooh, it's going on a bit long. Sorry, it's 30 minutes already. I do talk. I apologise. I will learn to be more concise. I'm just a bit excited at the moment. I will learn to plan what I'm going to say and what I'm going to do. But at the moment, I'm just going off on a whim. So, hello. You're a good boy. You're a good boy. Right, so oh good, they've got all the names on the actual brushes as well of what they're for. So if you're unfamiliar with it, especially with different companies, they make slightly different looking ones, and you're not sure which part of the eye to use it for, please lovingly say it on the eye. So this is a cream shadow brush. Now Younique do a variety of different eyeshadows. They do the harder eyeshadows, both as like a big palette, like the Addiction palettes, where you've kind of got the longer, thinner strips of multitude of different colour eyeshadows, and they have, I think, 5 different palettes of those, which you get more for your money, so to speak, in the sense of more variety of colour, but they're a lot smaller. Each eyeshadow is a lot smaller, whereas the other option is the ones that, the round pressed eyeshadows, which will last a lot longer, depending on if you want variety more or if you want the colours you use more, more of them. But they also do one called Splurge, I believe it's called, and it's like a cream eyeshadow. Apparently it's very good. I haven't tried it yet, but apparently it doesn't go into the creases and disappear like a lot of cream eyeshadows. But this is a lovely brush. Like this, which is made specifically for cream eyeshadow. Feels lovely. So pop that back in its little case. Sorry if I'm boring you. When I start doing Facebook Lives, at the very least then, you can comment in real time and say, Natalia, shut up, get on with it. And I'll shut up and get on with it. Whereas I have no idea what you're thinking at the moment, because, this isn't live. This is a deluxe brush. Now, this doesn't say it's for the eye, because it's the eye piece, it's the 4-piece eye kit. It doesn't say what part it's for. I imagine you can use this. It's quite versatile. I imagine you can possibly blend if you want to, but you can also just use this for the full eye. Especially, like, for example, if I'm going to work, I'm terrible at getting up on time. I suffer with dyspraxia, and it's really bad for timekeeping for me. So I am always in a rush in the morning. I somehow always make myself behind time. I usually manage to get to work on time, but I never have enough time to myself before I leave. So I usually tend to go for like a very dark brown, just over my whole eyelid, and then do liquid eyeliner, or mascara and kohl pencil. It looks tidy. It makes me look awake. Something like that would probably actually do that. It's very silky, very soft, but not too flimsy. So you see like this. It's a little bit wider as well, so it's a bit more fanned slightly, so a bit looser than the cream shadow one. With the cream shadow one, it looks like it's slightly trimmed on the outside, so the middle hairs in the centre of it are slightly longer, and then it's kind of trimmed so you can get more precision. The artist in me noticing these tiny little details there. Right, so what else we've got? Crease brush. Now I hear a lot of presenters talk about these. I think they all quite love them. So this, you may have seen eyeshadow where you have very, very precision crease, Or the other option is, like, say you're doing smoky eye and you've got a lighter shade on your actual eyelid and then even lighter in the corner, and then you put darker over here. But then if you bring it up slightly, just over the top where the crease would normally be, it gives a really lovely look and sort of blend with it. But yeah, that's a lovely soft crease brush. That's really soft. That's softer than you, Indy. Is it made of you? It's really fluffy, really nice. And all these brushes are good, very good quality as well. A lot of presenters make sure they wash them regularly and carefully look after them. So it should last you a long, long time. Now this one's a bit more exciting. This is a liner and shader brush. So we have double-ended. Okay. So we have this, I believe, is the shader. So it's a little bit like this one, but slightly different. So it's about the same thickness, maybe, but it is trimmed again on the outside hairs, so it comes into more of a kind of neater line shading. So it's flatter, so to speak. It's softer as well, but it's got less bend. So against the eye, it wouldn't like flick, hopefully. So that's very nice for for doing the main shade. And then you've got this bit, which is awesome. Look at it. Look at that. Look at that. Can you see? Ooh, I'm going to focus. No, it's not. Well, anyway, it's cool. Not that it's focusing, but that's like liner. So you could do if you want to. Line the lids with you could even line the lids with eyeshadow. Sometimes I've done it before where if I've dampened the brush slightly and run it through the eyeshadow, imagine make sure you've got primer on as well, just to get the vibrancy of the colour, and you go really close to the eyelashes on the outside of them, both top and sometimes with bottom as well. You can get a really, really vivid colour. It almost looks like a proper metallic cold pencil effect. Yeah, you can go over and under, and that's really, really, really thin and fine. Which will give you really good definition, and that doesn't look like it's going anywhere fast. So like you get some cheap brushes where it looks good, but after a couple of uses it goes all flared and horrible. This looks like, yeah, that's staying put. Not that you can tell on that really rubbish lighting on camera today. I do apologise. There we go. Okay, so that's the full piece. Jesus, I'm talking so much, I do apologise. 4-piece eye brush set thing. Are you bored, Indy? Have I bored you? You want to be on camera, but I've bored you. Good co-presenter. Right, so next. What's next? You're excited about what to get out of the bag, aren't you? We have another... What's this one? An angled shadow and a sponge brush. Okay, so again, it's more eye brushes. And these brushes alone are worth quite a lot if you think about high quality individual brushes and how much you pay for each one. I mean, already there's 4. Well, it's the 5th eye brush plus the comb plus the tweezers. It's quite a lot of money already worth of things that will last as well. It's not like like a small eyeshadow that will run out. These should last. Oh, that's good. So I've been quite guilty in the past of mainly using these to do my eyeshadow one, but they're always those really crappy foam that just disintegrates after a couple of weeks, and then you end up with the spike from the inside of it poking through, and you stab your eyelid. And then you're trying to put it on with disintegrating, it's horrible. This feels ever so slightly rubbery and really, really, really closed. So actually, let me try and put it into so you have some idea of what I'm going on about. With foam, you usually see open little holes and circles in those kind of pads that are crappy. This doesn't really have those holes. It has teeny weeny ones, which means it's a higher quality foam. For example, I make stuff. I'm an artist, and for example, EVA foam is used in films and for props to make like fake armour and things like that. It's a higher quality foam, and you can't see the holes and things in it. You paint over it, you heat it and mould it and do amazing stuff with it, and you would actually think it's, you know, once it's finished, you think it's metal or plastic or wood or whatever you made it from. You know, that's the difference between that, say for example, and a sponge that you use in a bath, which, you know, for the holes and crap. Yeah. This looks more like the equivalent of something like the higher quality UVA foam, which you can do a lot more with. This shouldn't eat the eyeshadow, it should just sit on it. And that doesn't look like it will ever disintegrate. That just looks like maybe you just fancy a new one eventually, as opposed to needing a new one, which is really good, so I'm pleased with that. Angled shadow. So if you don't just want to brush on heavily and you want to get some kind of effect, like say you was doing the outer edges, so from here for example, say you didn't want it to be a flat line like that, you can actually use this to do that. I imagine there's lots more you can do with this that I don't know yet, that I will look up and see what the other presenters suggest. Again, it's very soft, it's a bit more floppy, so it's a bit more bendy and soft. It's not really bendy, it still doesn't bend at the base or anything, but it's softer. It's not a harsh line either, like the liner one. It's slightly rounded at the edges, and it's slightly trimmed down at the outsides compared to the middle bits, but not massively, so it's still fairly chunky in the middle, but that's actually quite a nice brush as well. And I do like the double-ended ones there, you know, multiple uses. More for your money. Oh, I can't get it back in. There we go. Oh, going wrong. There we go. Right. She made it. Right. What's next? This one. What's this one? This is... Let's turn it around. Blending brush. So once you've, if you use quite a few different colours on your eyes and make some beautiful effects, when you've got all the lines in them, because you haven't mixed them in right, it just looks a bit crap. It can maybe the difference from you haven't, you know, you've been doing it at home in the dark to your celebrity on the red carpet kind of effect. So yes, this is a lovely blended brush. So once you've put the makeup on, you then just blend it all to make it all look. Oh. That's so shiny and silky and soft. I would stroke you with it, but I'm going to use it, so I'm not going to let you touch it. It's so soft. Oh, it's like if you've ever had a black cat. It's that kind of soft and shiny, really soft. Like you could sit and stroke this just for comfort. It's quite chunky. But it's quite filled as well. It's quite fat. Like if I squeeze it, it still stays that thick. You know, it's chunky, but it's very, very soft. The ends bend a lot. At the very end will bend a lot, and it will, you know, do this because you're getting a really nice effect. You don't want the dead straight line, so you need it to open and flare, you know, like flare out. But this bit is held together very well, so it won't, you know, be crazy. Really nice. That's good. By the way, I'm really not very experienced with makeup. This is quite a new thing for me. Thank you, Indy. He's pulled the cable out. I'm still learning myself. It's something I used to be very interested in when I was about 17. I'm now mid-30s. Wrong end of mid-30s, but mid-30s. And I've been so out of practice with making the effort to do, you know, proper makeup every day for years that this is something I'm getting back into again. So and when I used to do that when I was 17, 18, there wasn't things like foundation brushes or blending brushes. You basically had an applicator or a brush. That was it, and they was only really used for. I think you had a lip brush. Very few people used it. You had a blusher brush. An eyeshadow applicator, and maybe, oh yeah, and the crappy plastic comb through thing, and maybe brush for your eyes, but people didn't really use them either because they were horribly synthetic and wouldn't actually put any colour on your eye. So I'm learning too. This is the next thing that's also in the same sort of area as all the other goodies, is Moonstruck Precision Pencil Eyeliner. Now this is basically like a cult pencil. They do it in loads and loads of different colours, which is awesome. The one you get in this particular Presenter's kit is called Perfect, which I believe is kind of black. It's really hard to tell in this light. It looks slightly grey on the picture, but I think it's black. Basically, apply gently, avoiding direct contact with the eye. Don't poke yourself in the eye, basically, or it might hurt. You know, standard. Comes in a nice little box as well, rather than just on its own, which makes it feel more special. All the boxes are really pretty as well. They're not cheap boxes. They're all really nice. Here you go. And it's like this. And then like that. Yeah, this looks black. Ooh, it goes on very nice as well. It's soft but precise. And without primer and me rubbing it, it still doesn't really smudge or come off. It's terrible lighting for me to show you. Look. Nothing. Well, you can't really see. There's not really anything on there. Not bad, girls. And guys, bit of guy liner. Yeah, so I'm actually interested as well with this. Obviously, you know, I can help people as well if they're interested in this venture, if they want to do it as well. I'd be very interested because I haven't seen that many yet within Younique, and I think we should make a change with that. I've seen men selling the makeup just as a man. I haven't seen men who wear makeup selling the makeup yet. Now, it may just be I haven't come across any. But I'm very alternative. I go around in a lot of alternative circles, being an artist, being a singer, having a partner in a metal band. He's also an artist. I go in many circles, many alternative circles, especially in London, including drag. So I want to speak to some men who do. Oh, silly computer, sorry. Who do maybe work in drag, who might want to try some of this out just to see what it's like on them. They do, Younique do so many different types of foundation, and it's really high coverage as well. A lot of people have rosacea and everything, completely evens them out. It's really good. So I'll be very interested to see how it sits on a guy, like for the 5 o'clock shadow, for example, to see if it helps you. The same with the concealer, if you're covering your eyebrows and you're doing the, you know, the really high eyebrows. So if anybody knows anybody that works as like a drag queen, would be interested, please get in contact, because I'd be very interested in trying some of this out and us, you know, sitting and having a play with it. Right, what else? We have got eye primer. So this is sworn by most of the Younique presenters. As much as the eyeshadows have really good pigment and really bright, you know, awesome brightness, and it does stay put. Using it with the primer guarantees it will stay even, it will stay thick and solid and beautiful. You'll get that more velvety effect or creamy effect if you're going for the creamy shadow, and even, and it will last you all day. That will stay all day. And this is just like, so basically just like a little base coat that you put on your eyes first. Also, it evens them out. So if you've got, like, you know, some people have, like, they almost look like they're wearing eyeshadow normally, where they've got slightly darkened eyelids, that kind of thing. It just evens you out. So it looks like this. It's got an interesting kind of tip, which I presumed I'd pull, but I don't. I screw. Aha! Yeah, and it's just like a nice little squeeze at the end. I'm not going to squeeze it out now because I don't want to waste it. It's like gold dust. It's awesome. Right, so that one goes back in there. So again, like, this pack is really big on eyes, you know, which is good. So it's focusing on something specific. Right, this is the Epic mascara. This gives, like, I'm not big on spider leg kind of eyelashes. I'm quite against a lot of eye mascaras out there that are meant to kind of thicken and everything. I just think they make you look chunky and like you've got tarantula legs, and I'd much rather just have a nice coat of just conditioning mascara. That basically my eyelashes are dark at the roots, but they're quite blonde at the end. So, and I don't have that many of them. So, you know, I like to use mascara to basically show the full length of them and to show them off a bit more. But yeah, I don't like it super chunky as much as I'd like to have naturally thicker lashes. I don't want them to look like spiders on me and look fake. I'd much rather look natural. Even if it's natural and luxurious, whereas this Epic actually works more like a normal mascara, but it does lengthen beautifully. So it almost ends up looking like if you've had lash extensions. So rather than falsies put on, that to thicken everything else, almost looks like your lashes have just naturally been extended, but without the cost and without the refills, which is awesome. I think John's just fallen into the washing up. I can hear him out there crashing. You okay? He's okay. I'll find out after I finish this video. If it's going on far too long, I do apologise. You can feel free to like skip through bits if you want to, because you know I'm not that exciting, and especially for almost an hour, I do apologise. So, yeah, this is the Epic. This one's in black, I believe. What does it say? Oh, maybe it only comes in black because it doesn't tell me a colour. I haven't researched this very much yet for things like colours. I'm assuming it only comes in black. So, here we go. Right. I'm not going to put this on tonight either because I haven't got a mirror sorted out down here. And, you know, it's night time. But I will try this tomorrow, so there we go. The bristles seem really nice on here actually. They're somewhere between, you know, you get some mascara ones now where sort of rubbery plastic spikes, then you get the old-fashioned brushes. The brushes tend to just be a bit too cloggy, and this looks somewhere between the two, which is quite nice. I also got taught a long time ago when I was doing some temp work for a brand that I won't mention on here. When you're putting mascara on, as you put it on, as you're dragging it, rather than, it depends on the type of mascara obviously, but rather than just brushing it straight through, you're better off as you're going through to slightly turn the brush, as the wand, sorry, as you're pulling upwards, which will help apparently separate and stop it causing quite so much clogging. I haven't, you know, I will see if that works with this, but there we go, little tip. What else we got? Ooh, right, this is the Splurge. This is a cream eyeshadow, and obviously we've got a nice little cream brush now as well. With the Presenters kit, you don't get to choose the colours, but they are kind of, they do give you a set of colours that are kind of, you know, suit anybody. I'm gutted that I haven't managed to get the Valentine's palette, which doesn't come with the Presenters kit, but I just wish I had the money to buy it right now. It's amazing. It's this beautiful purpley pinks that's totally up my street. The kind of unicorn shimmer that goes over top of them. But yeah, so I'll just scowl at people that do have it and be jealous. So this one's Splurge. It's called Faithful as a colour. It's nice in a little box. Ooh, so glass base. Nice little lid. Let's see. Now, bear in mind, I don't have any primer on my hand or anything. Ooh, that's pretty. So this, if you can see the colour properly, this colour looks quite velvety as well, rather than oh, it's kind of, yeah, it looks kind of moussey but velvety. Let's see if it shows up. Now, can you see? Oh, stupid light. Ah, there we go. Can you sort of see? I know it's far away, but can you sort of see the colour? Not brilliantly, but you know, you get an idea. That is the kind of colour that I was talking about wearing for work solidly over my eyelid, which is quite useful because I didn't know there was something this colour. Therefore, I will probably use that. I mean, you could use it for a lot more than that, but it's got a really nice feel actually. It doesn't feel like there's anything there, which is really nice. And you can blend it down as much as you want or add more. I will probably use that for work, being that it's a nice, easy to apply solid colour, especially if I'm in a rush in the morning. I don't have time to do anything super fancy. That's nice. So, yay. What's this one? Oh, this is the lash serum. I'm not going to really talk about this yet because I haven't read up on it, so I don't know what it does. But I'm assuming it helps with your condition of them, I'm assuming. And maybe natural cream, I don't know. I'm just guessing here. I will find out. Ooh, so it's a tiny little wand, and it's like clear stuff, clear serum that you put on. Can't really think what it smells like. It's not a bad smell though. And you get a purple end on that one, just so you know you're not accidentally putting this on instead of mascara. I will let you know more about that one when I've actually read up on it. What else? In the side pocket, still, very cute little pencil sharpener. I'm not sure how you empty it without breaking. Oh, I see. So that pulls up, and then you go, and empty it, and then close it again. And then I'm not sure what this bit does. What's that do? Oh, okay, so there's this bit that pulls out. That's just, I imagine, if you need to poke through there if there's anything clogged. That's kind of cute. And it's all in the colours of Younique, and you've got a unique little brand on there as well. Then we've got the Younique. This is the palette. Basically, the hard pressed eyeshadow powders. You can, obviously, order them at your will and whatever colours you like. But rather than having to take out loads of individual ones, you basically get something like this. It's magnetic to hold it down, which is nice. And each of them click in. So you can just take them out of the black container and put them in here. It's kind of like a hard, shiny cardboard. I assumed it would be plastic, but actually it seems like a really hard cardboard. Oh, it is. It's the almost, trying to think what kind of board it is. John? John? Oh, he would know, but I can't remember. It's, I will remember, but if you can see there, it's that kind of special name type of board, which is very good and high quality. Yeah, so that's there for me to put, because I've got the pressed eyeshadows in with this kit to put in there, and then the holes at the back is if you need to empty, so if you need to replace them, you just poke through there. And it closes and stays closed, which is nice, so it doesn't open and smash in your bag. A little cover bit. Yeah, I'm trying to be quicker now because this has been going on forever. 3D lashes. These are insane. These do magic and insane stuff to your eyelashes. Now, if you do like the thicker and fuller sort of falsies effect, this is your bag completely. I'm going to try and get used to it because, as I said, I don't like the kind of thicker, more like spider leg effect for myself. But I'm going to try and find a way to use it to make sure that doesn't happen. This is one of the best selling products that Younique do. You can look all over the place for photos of before and afterwards. I'll put some on my page as well. This basically gives you 500%, not 100% more, so not double, but 500% more volume and length in eyelashes. It's insane, and you can build up. So you have two separate tubes, pots, whatever you want to call them, containers. Indy, you're not being a very good co-presenter. What are you doing? Oh, right, okay. So, how do I open it? Yeah. This is the one I was most intrigued by. Even though usually thicker sort of eyelashes aren't my bag, the fact that so many people buy it, I'm nosy like that. I need to know why, and I need to play with things and find out for myself. So it's in a nice box. You've got instructions here. And that's a bit more advertising and different stuff. So you apply an even coat of the transplanting gel to lashes, and then you apply 3D fibres while the gel is still wet, and then you seal the 3D fibres with more gel. And then you can keep repeating the process to get it as long and thick as you like. So you've got a nice little bag with a popper to hold them in. So you make sure they're both kept together, because obviously one doesn't work as well without the other. Right, so we have, this one is the fibre, oh this is the yeah, so you've got, it says the name of the thing, but then under here it's got transplanting gel, for example. And it's got this weird little window, but you can see when you're running out. And it kind of, it's got like a soft feel sort of over the silicone on the outside, but it's quite nice. So it's kind of velvety finish rather than just the hard, shiny. What am I doing wrong? Why can't I open you? No! Okay, I'll open this one first. Right, oh, I can open that one. Okay, so this one is the fibres. Ooh, you know, fuzzy felt boards. I don't know if you remember that when you were a kid. If you imagine a black one of them that's been shaved, I don't know if you can see, but there's hundreds and hundreds of little fibres in that one, like that. And I'm guessing ooh, can you see? That's basically just full of fibres. You can see at the end there. I see, and you attach them onto wet gel onto your eyes, and because they're very similar to eyelashes, they help boost it. Clever. I'm going to have to ask John to open this for me so I can show you this one tomorrow. But this one is, yeah, the transplanting gel. It's liquid and it'll be like an eyebrow, you know, a wand. It'll look like those. Put them back in the nice little pack. So tomorrow I have like a selection day kind of interview thing for a job. So I need to make sure I get to bed on time today, so I can, hopefully that will sort me out a lot more, which I know I'll get the income from that, so then I could just be doing that during the day, and then concentrate on building this during my free time, and hopefully eventually the more successful this gets, the less hours I can do at that job, and yeah, that'd be really exciting to be my own boss. Work my own hours, which work brilliantly for Indy as well, because you know, he shouldn't be at home, bless him, while I'm at work, and yeah, it just makes life difficult, really. So I'd much rather be working with my own times. What else? Right, almost done, I promise. So the pressed powder ones that go into the pack that I showed you, we have Moonstruck Press Shadow. This one is Antsy. Yeah, the ones in this presenter kit look more like kind of everyday wear kind of colours, so it goes, you know, so it will go with anything for anyone, which is good. You waiting to come in?
Yeah.
You can come in, it's okay, I'm still on here, but don't be scared. Oh, there we go. So this one's like a nice kind of gold. It's not a yellowy gold, it's more of a coppery gold, but that's really shimmery and pretty. And it comes like this, and then you just pop it out there and put it into your little holder, whatever it's called. I've forgotten what it's called. Palette? Yeah, palette. There we go. I have a job for you, dear. I do have a job for you. Oh, okay. He's washing up. He's a nice So this one, again, it's called Agile. And all these are available as well. If you do like them, if you did want to top them up, you know, they're always available online. If any presenters have parties as well, if they have a lot of eyeshadows, I can bring them. You can try them on your hands and stuff and see what colours, see what they come out. So far though, these have actually been very true to colour, to what they look like in the palette. So this looks like, I don't know if you can see, it's kind of like a dusky, muted, dark rose, sort of somewhere between brown and rose, if you imagine combining the two. It's got a slight shimmer. That's pretty. Let's find a place where, not that you can tell on that at all, but it's pretty. Yeah. And actually, considering I don't have any primer on, that's actually really quite a vivid colours. Indy! Yeah. It's got a bit of plastic bag that he's playing with. You meant to be my co-presenter. Come back. We haven't finished yet. We're still on air. Can you come back? You haven't? Yeah. There he is. You're a good boy. Yeah. Thank you. Do you like that colour? Look. What do you think? Is it nice? That's not been tested on any of your friends. It's very good. Yeah. Then we have two more. This one is Slick. Let's see what colour this looks like. I'm almost done, I promise. You can almost, like, you know, bugger off and go, oh my god, that girl talks for England. I need a cup of tea. I need a wee. I need to watch Netflix. In fact, I need to do anything. I've just been brain bashed by this crazy lady. It's okay, I won't be offended. And I promise my other ones will be shorter and more punchy in a fun way. So, this one. It fell out. Thankfully it didn't break. Right, Slick. This one. Actually, what colour is that one? Okay, so it's as shimmery as the very first one, the goldy one, but it's more coppery. So even though the goldy one was somewhere between gold and copper, this one, oh, it's very, very sparkly. It's got a slight, yeah, a bit more pink to it. Not that you can see it here, really. That would look nice over the top. That if you didn't want to really wear any eyeshadow, like not wear anything, or maybe over the top of another eyeshadow to bring the colour out and sparkles, or even maybe underneath here for a really pretty effect. That's it's more heavy on the shimmer than it is on the solid colour, but I think that's because it's pink and because my skin tone, I'm white with quite a pink pigment in my skin. I think it's probably, you know, sort of blending in with that a bit, but pretty. Again, very easy to use, I think, pretty much for all skin colours. That's one thing as well that Younique do. They've got such a big range of things, for example, like their foundations, all skin colours, and they have such a big range as well. Whether your skin, for example, even black skin, a lot of places will make up 1 or 2 foundations for black skin, but without taking into consideration some people with black skin have more of a red pigment, some people still have slightly more olive in their skin, and all of that kind of thing. Whereas Younique, it varies so widely that you can kind of find a match, which is good. Also, all these little individual ones, they've got a little sticker which has the colour on, so you know what it is, and you can stick it on the lid, inside of the lid of your palette, so you remember. It's cute. Still haven't finished recording, Indy. Oh, this one is called Optimistic. This is lighter than all the rest. It's like a very pale gold. I imagine this one will look really nice in the inside corner. On the brow line, yeah, that's kind of like a shimmer gold. Not that will show up at all on this lighter. So solid as well. I don't know if you can see. Oh, look at that. I barely touched it, and that's how solid the colour is. Don't know if you see the other one better. Yeah, you can't really. My fingers just look a mess now. But anyway, pretty. And I think I'm going to have a lot of fun trying all these things out. So tomorrow I have the selection day thing, which will take most of the morning. I'm hoping when I get back in the afternoon to be able to have a bit of a play. I'll be wearing my contacts, so I'll be ready to go to try and makeup in on when I get home. Right, what else do we have in this bag? We have a lovely little bag which has got my first charm in to say thank you for joining. Just so you know, I can feel part of the gang. So we have a key ring. It's purple, obviously. We have a little charm here that says saving lashes, changing lives, race to 1 million. They're trying to sell 1 million products of the eyelashes, I think, which the 3D lashes, for example, that I think part of the money from that will go to the charity that I've already talked about. So that's a little one to remind you about that. And that is my white presenter, which is the first colour on the journey, charm. So eventually, they actually give you, if you hit the right targets or hit the right colours, they give you a little charm bracelet. You can hang them on there. But for now, you've got a little keyring, which is cute. It's a little reminder. They're all in a nice little bag. Doopy doopy doo. This is like Christmas. It just keeps coming. Right, is there anything else? Okay, there's more padding because they like to look after their product. Silica. Please make sure if you get anything that has this in, please dispose of it very, very carefully. It's highly toxic to wildlife and highly toxic to dogs. So if you do have it, please make sure you're really careful. If you do put it in a bin, make sure it's wrapped really, really well and nothing else can, no foxes can get into it because it will kill them. It's quite evil. It's very useful for what the job. Oh, look at that! Ooh, shimmer! Ooh, yeah, and it makes me sad. I'm a big animal lover, and I want to protect as many as I can. And if I can give any useful advice and things like that, I will. Right, I think we're finally empty. Blimey. It's quite useful because I haven't had dinner yet and I'm really hungry. So I hope I haven't bored you to death. That's all of my exciting new goodies that I'm going to go and play with tomorrow when I get home from my selection interview day. Please, please, please wish me luck because I need it big time. It will make a massive difference to mine and my husband's lives at the moment because we are completely screwed. And if I get that job, that will make me happy. That will sort out the basic stuff. But then I can actually sort out growing and self-development and becoming an awesome presenter for you guys. I look forward to speaking to more of you about this stuff, and also whether it's for you to try it, whether it's just for you to say Natalia, you're a tit, whether it's to say, oh, that sounds like an interesting opportunity, or whether it's to just say, hey bitch, what's going down? Yeah, please come and talk to me. Love you guys lots. Indy, gonna come and say goodbye? Come here. Come here. Come here. Up. Here. Say goodbye. Look there. There. The camera's there. Look here. Bye bye. Bye bye. Say bye bye.